Hello family, look what I want to share with you today. If you're one of those people who finish lunch and desperately need something sweet and you wouldn't give it up for anything in the world, today I'm going to show you how to make your own wholesome filled chocolate bar. Forget about those supermarket chocolates that give you a sugar rush and then leave you feeling totally wiped out. And craving more sweets half an hour later, or even after just 15 minutes today, we're going to create a functional chocolate bar. How? With a delicious and creamy filling and a sprinkle of sea salt that will burst with flavor in your mouth, it will bring real energy, be like medicine for your nerves, be nutritious, but above all, exquisite. This is going to change your afternoons. And as they say in Uruguay, let's go. Because this chocolate bar is different from anything you can buy at a supermarket or a store, the industrial scam. Industrial chocolates are full of trans fats and corn syrup. What that does is it turns off your body's satiety signal. That's why you can eat a whole chocolate bar or 20 filled bars and still want more. In my version of this treat that I'm offering you, we're going to work with whole foods, we're going to use 70% cacao, and we're giving the body a big dose of antioxidants and real foods that will keep us satisfied. It will also help us a lot to get through moments of stress and anxiety, because this chocolate has the magnesium your nervous system is desperately asking for to relax. And this magnesium is the perfect fuel for a brain that needs focus, but without anxiety. Each ingredient has a superpower. It has a function for the body. 70% cacao is your mood's best friend. Without a doubt, it protects adults so we don't lose our lives, and so life doesn't leave us and we don't get lost. The sugar from dates isn't like white sugar. It enters the bloodstream slowly, not with those violent glucose spikes. That's why it gives us stable energy for hours. Walnuts. Their brain-like shape, it's no coincidence. They're healthy fats. Omega-3 is the oil your neurons need to function better. Sea salt, the star ingredient, will not only enhance the flavor, but also provides this essential mineral, sodium, helping to balance the body's fluids. Let's get to the recipe. For this recipe, who better than Noah to join me in making chocolate?
I'm really excited to cook.
The first thing we do is soak 150 grams of dates for 24 hours. So today they'll be well hydrated and soft. The first thing we do is remove the pit. Some people call it the stone because this could even break a blender and set the pits aside. I play Bugatti. We strain the water. And now I want to show you what we're going to use for this recipe before we get started. Vamos a utilizar chocolate 70% en barra, dátiles, and let's get to it. Ya preparado, nueces, and unsweetened cocoa powder. And also a little bit of coconut oil. Let's process the nuts. Here we have, how much?
60 grams of nuts.
Press the little button on top. There, the nuts are all processed now. Let's weigh the coconut oil. We're going to add 20 grams of coconut oil. Since it's cold here, it's solid. But if not, you can add 20 milliliters. It's the same. Because when it's hot, coconut oil melts. Noah is going to add 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder now. Very good. This cocoa is bitter. Now we're going to process everything together. I had forgotten the dates. Now we add 150 grams of dates. Let's process everything together. We'll need to stir it a little. What we're preparing here is the filling. Even if it takes a little effort, just a little, not too much, let it hydrate. Don't add water or milk. Otherwise, it will turn out too soft. We need it to have consistency. Now we're going to leave it there so it keeps hydrating on its own. Here we separate 100 grams on one side, 100 grams on the other, because first we're going to make the base. Here's what I do. You can chop everything at once, but you need 100 grams each. I chop it up so it's easier to melt in a double boiler. We're going to do a little magic because this is really hard. And now, done. Now we put it in a double boiler. Here we prepare it using a little lid as the mold. And this is parchment paper or baking paper. You all are better at crafts. I like it. Thank you. Mostly so that the chocolate doesn't stick too much and we can take it out more easily. I think that's it, more or less. There it is. Hey, I did it. There we put it in a double boiler. The chocolate is already starting to melt, okay? Remember, it shouldn't be too hot. That's why we use the double boiler and keep the heat low. It's already melting, just a little bit more to go. You have to be patient because it melts little by little. Okay, now it's completely melted, so let's pour it into the mold. Let's pour this without spilling it and without making a mess. I'll do that myself. Thank you. What I'm trying to do is kind of lift it up here a little bit, so later it can hold a little filling. If not, it comes out. The ideal thing is to do it with silicone molds. Those that are for chocolate bars. But well, I don't have those. I have this one, so we'll do it with what we have. And just like this, we put it in the freezer for 5 minutes in the pot that freezes. Okay, I put the filling here to have it ready. It's quite a lot of filling. It's going to be really thick. It's going to be delicious. You'll see how good this is. But if you can get a slightly bigger mold, I couldn't find silicone molds here in Kapila, so I had to use this small one. That's why it turned out pretty thick and my layers are going to be thick. But if you get a bigger one, you'll end up with a super bar, with all the filling and then the coating on top. Much better. Let's take some walnuts. And we're going to break them into small pieces, not too tiny, because this is going to give our bar a bit of crunch. We're also going to do the same with some peanuts. Okay, we'll set this aside for the filling. Okay, it was in the fridge for 5 minutes. We can take it out and it's firm, but we're not going to do that. We're going to keep using it. Next, we'll add the filling. Noah, can you bring me a cup of hot water? Yes. Here's the hot water. Very good. So what we do is put this one like this in hot water. Look, we take it out of the water, and with this same thing we're going to press down the filling. And it will allow us to shape it. There we already have all the filling spread out.
Por la tableta.
And now with Noah's help, we add the walnuts. And the peanuts? Don't worry about what's left over because we're going to make some little truffles. With clean hands, we mix it in, adding the nuts and peanuts here. Great, ensure it's covered well. Alright, now let's cover the sides a bit more. I like to make sure even the last little gap is filled. Yes, that's what I was going to do. Very good. And now what we also do is let's press it down a little bit like this. Tap, tap, tap. Want to try pressing it down a bit? Yes, the filling. And now the magic touch, which is sea salt. And we're going to sprinkle a little bit everywhere. So it covers, but like this, like a sprinkle. This is optional, but it gives it an amazing touch. Now we're going to melt the other 100 grams in a double boiler, and we're going to pour them on top. Okay, now we're going to melt the remaining 100 grams. It's already melted, so let's take it to make the top layer. Let's try to spread this as well as possible so it reaches everywhere. And now we're going to put it in the freezer. For about 5 to 10 minutes, we'll keep checking until this part looks opaque. That way, we'll be able to make the little grooves, so we can break it later and the bar will be easy to use. Although this one turned out pretty thick, but we'll give it a try. Okay, it's been 7 minutes now. It's already solid but still moldable. This is hot. We put a little spatula there. See, it stayed more or less here. Let's hope it can be cut. And into the fridge. Well, here we take it out of the fridge. I left it out for a little while, a few minutes. 10 minutes. After taking it out of the fridge.
Enfoca la carita de Noah.
It's ready now. Right now and we end up with a huge chocolate bar. That's why I was telling you that you can make it bigger if you have the right mold. We put it here. And let's see if the lines worked. Although since it's very thick, maybe not. But well, let's try it. Let's cut here. Well, more or less. Look at this. So good. That's great because the filling inside is soft. Let's give the official taster the first bite. Let's see. Ta-da! It's really good. Delicious, right? Let's try it. Ha ha ha. What did you think? This is real nutrition, so you eat it mindfully. How much should you eat? 1 or 2 squares are enough, but you won't feel restricted. You'll really feel that it's enough. Because the fat from the nut and the fiber from the date tell your brain, I've received the nutrients, I'm satisfied. They send the signal, when should you eat this chocolate? The best time is always after lunch. It gives you that sweet finish, but it keeps your energy steady for the whole afternoon. It's also super ideal to eat it an hour before exercising or going for a walk. This chocolate has an emotional benefit. When you eat something made by you, with ingredients you know, that take care of your temple, your body, you eliminate the guilt. Recovering our health starts with reclaiming our kitchen. Eating real food, even if it's not enough in these little treats, in these sweets. When you make your own candy, your own chocolate, you stop being a consumer and become a creator of your own well-being. Give it a try. Add sea salt. Eat until you're satisfied. You'll see it's just 2 squares. Connect with your body and let me know in the comments if this isn't the best filled chocolate bar you've ever tried in your life. If you liked it, share with someone who loves sweets but wants to stay healthy. My name is Danay Aguilar, and if you'd like to deepen your connection between mind, body, and spirit, I'll be waiting for you on my other channel, Portal Coherencia. I'll leave you a little card here so you can go visit it right now. And I also want to share another one of my healthy treats with you, and I'll leave it for you in a video here, kind of as a surprise. And of course, look who I have here. Hi, this is Cero. And of course, I invite you to join the channel. I invite you to subscribe, to give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and to share it. See you next time. Bye.